So, guys, it's David here, and it is currently day 403. I hope you guys are doing well, and like always, are doing better than yesterday. So, today I was sitting in the train station with my auntie, and she, being pretty successful and wants me to have a better life, she was giving me advice on what I should do. However, although I really appreciate every single word she said, I can tell that she have not listened to me, and she quite frankly is not interested in what I had to say. So she told me what she thinks is good. She told me what she wants me to do because she yet wants to do. She wants me to go to university and get a good degree so that I could come out and perhaps get a white collar job, that I perhaps could learn a profession and do good for myself, become a wage slave, and live great in the corporate world. No offense to anyone out there, but that certainly isn't my lifestyle. Anyways, so as she was telling me such advice, deep down inside of me, I had this human nature to lash out, to tell her that she's wrong, to show my own sense of importance, to tell her what I'm doing, even though at the moment it's not working, to tell her what I have plans, even though it may still be unclear and ambiguous. I had the desire and just the innate feeling to lash out and tell her that she is wrong, that she is not listening to me, that she only wants me to become someone she thinks I should become, and not someone that I see myself to become. Again, I deeply appreciate every single thing she said to me, and I do not doubt that what she said had some value, perhaps tremendous value for one's success, but it just was not how I saw my life to play out. And in such moment, having a calm mind, having the ability to just withhold yourself from lashing out, the ability to control your tongue, and most importantly, to stay calm in this moment is perhaps one of the most important and most valuable skill one person can possess. Because not only do you save yourself from pointless confrontation that you just want to not even win. You just want to say something because you want to show that you are not dumb, that you know something about something. But if nobody asks you for your goddamn advice, then just please keep your mouth shut, because the other person will think they are wrong, and they will the other person will think they are right, and they will continue to think like so. And no matter what you say next that is unwelcomed, they are going to be more defensive. So there was no reason for me to lash out and say, I have this plan, I have this, I want to do this, and no, I don't want to go to university and all this. All this is only going to show that I was not listening to her. And when somebody is generous enough to give you advice, even though it is an advice you do not want to hear, then they ask you for the bare minimum to just listen. So just listen. Listen and keep your motives to yourself. It is better that way, to not let others know what you have in plan, so you could do what you desire without people pushing you or arguing with you or disagreeing with you. Because at the end of the day, guys, if you have some great vision, if you have this thought that nobody will agree with because it is undone, or because it just seems not possible for some random teenager who has no experience, and people will doubt, but don't let their doubt stop you from becoming who you want to become. Now, the point of why I'm telling you guys this story, because the moment you stay calm in such moment, there will be a somewhat of a temptation to use your calmness and to use your sense of peace to diminish your own drive and motivation. Because for me, guys, I have a sense of desire to prove other people wrong. So as she was telling me that this is how she wants me to live my life, and how she said my attempt to create this application to help people become better every single day is unlikely, I have this drive and motivation to just prove her wrong. Deep down inside of me, there's this person, which is me, secretly just shouting that I will do this, that I will prove her wrong, but I will do so, and when I achieve so, I will show her. But because I am somewhat peaceful and quiet-minded, I tend to have this temptation to allow my peace to diminish my true motivation. And sometimes having a peaceful mind is great, but having your mind too peaceful at times can really make your true motivation a bit ambiguous. It can make what motivates you unclear. Because having a peaceful mind sometimes means you are settling for less. It does not mean that necessarily you are content with what you have, but because you have this desire, if so like me, to prove people wrong, to motivate yourself based on vengeance or whatnot, having a peaceful mind can really settle your nerves down to the point where you think that because of these motivations, because you want to achieve something based on vengeance, because you want to achieve something to prove somebody wrong, your peaceful mind may make you think that those are the wrong motivations, that those are the wrong emotions to strive on. But truly, guys, what motivates you is perhaps the most strongest feeling that shakes somebody. And if you are motivated by such thing, then don't diminish yourself. Don't resist such feelings to flow out. Because we all go through a phase in life where we are motivated by lower energy emotions, starting from hate, starting from grief, starting from disappointment, whatever it is. We all start with such feeling. This is why having a breakup hurts so bad. But also the fortune is that having a breakup gives you this motivation to almost win her back, to almost, if not at the very least, become better so that she regrets leaving you. We all have this feeling. But certainly to strive on this vengeance, or whatever this you want to call this, is definitely not a long-term solution. But in the moment it works. So if it works, then why not use it to your advantage? And certainly if you guys have some emotions that you are trying to suppress because you have become wise enough to stay peaceful at times of frustration, let me be clear. Do not diminish your motivation because you have the ability to stay at peace. Having the ability to stay at peace should be used in situations where you are urging to show your sense of importance, but the time is not yet right. That is the only time for me, and I recommend for you guys to also use the ability to stay peaceful. But if you have this sense of feeling as if this lion wants to crawl out of the cage to push yourself to excel, then don't put that lion back away, because you have trained yourself to say, no, I am going to stay at peace. Because there are times to use certain traits of you in certain situations. And if your inner drive is to prove somebody wrong and you don't like the way somebody speaks, then use that to fuel yourself. So when you come back in your workstation, when you come back home, you can release that lion. But don't come back home with a quiet and sleepy mind because you have chose the route to stay peaceful. And when you come back, you do nothing and you say, you know what, I am in tranquility, I am beyond human life, and I am just happy to stay at peaceful. No, right? Use what drives you and let that line out, but only do so when you are positively right that you can use that towards your work and not in pointless argumentation that serves no good to anyone.